Hey YouTube, welcome to my ghetto setup, I guess you could say. This is kind of my hobby space that I've been setting up. I've got the pile of shame, and this isn't even everything, trust me. I have the 2 Dusk cadres and a couple other things that I'm currently working on, like installing magnets in the bases and all that. Over here I have the first Gargle Gas that I've already done stuff on. He's primed up, I just haven't really dug into him yet. I started with some base coats on Kruger, but nothing too crazy yet. Just starting to work on kind of getting stuff situated and set up. So what we're unboxing today actually is over here, and it is the Mastodon. Mastodon! So, I got these Saturday, which is why I couldn't make the Friday upload. They showed up on the 6th, and I absolutely adore this kit. It looks so great. Some people got theirs very early, and because of that, they were able to already paint them up. Like I've already seen, I think at least one person's painted, and he did an amazing job. The one that I'm gonna show now is fully cleaned up. It is magnetized, like the magnets have been installed. The other one, because I did get the 2 because I'm crazy, the other one has everything on it, like it's been cleaned up as well, just hasn't been magnetized yet. So that is the next step on that one, and I'll probably do that today. The Dusk cadre is cleaned up. Some of it's primed, not all of it. Right now, if you hear the printer in the background, it's going nuts. I'm actually printing all the rest of the bases I need for my Dusk army. And believe it or not, I might actually finish that before I dive into anything else. Just because, for me, Dusk is very easy to paint, like extremely easy to paint. So I might finish up Dusk just to get it out of the way and then move on to probably Orgoth or maybe Khador. I'm waiting to pick up some of the things I'm missing. And then when I say missing, the thing that I'm missing, or the thing that I don't have for that, is all of the weapons options for my Khador infantry. Because I bought, I think, 4 of the starters, and that gives you enough for most of it, but I think you're still missing 2 units of the 6 to have full weapon options. That being 2 miniguns, 2 rocket launchers, and 1 grenader. The grenade pouch is there, because you'll have that no matter what. But I still need 2 miniguns and 2 rocket launchers for 2 units, and then I can be finished with that and start painting everything else. Beyond that, it's maybe some mini crate models here or there I'm also missing. Like I need to buy the Coldone Lord. I need to subscribe for the 6 months to get Prisoner. But that's really about it when it comes to making sure my collection's up to date. And with Dusk, I even have a couple mini crate figures. I have Tyrus, and then I have Living Dead Girl, who was a long time ago she was printed, but they retconned her to also be a stand-in for a Dusk model. And I'm so happy I picked her up. I can't wait to paint her. It's Lady Ayana, so I guess she's dead and undead now. That's cool. But yeah, let's jump into the unboxing and see what this bad boy looks like. Okay, let's jump into it. So this I've just been using, this is where all the bigger pieces came. I've just been using that as a divider in the thing itself. But overall, the cleanup wasn't too bad. There were a couple areas that were a little bit annoying. And this is the 3D printed base insert. I have 4 of them. This is going to be ice themed. And even though there's some printer errors here, I'm just going to put some Games Workshop snow, Valhalla snow on that to make it kind of pop in. Again, they have the 3D printed bases. Until I start playing with these, the verdict's out. Like, I'm not going to say I hate them or I love them yet. I personally, like, initially don't like the idea of them, but they're the same size. I tested them with the normal ones. And even though initially I'm kind of withholding opinion yet, like, I kind of feel bleh about it, but we'll see. So I put that in the box as well. We'll start with the feet. These were super fun, easy to clean up. There was a little bit of connective tissue down in here initially, and then same in here. That took me like having to like scoop with the knife to get stuff out. But beyond that, it was super easy to clean up. These areas in here had some connectivity, struts and supports and stuff. But the legs were actually fairly easy to clean up. The torso or body was too. This whole area had a bunch of supports. There were supports in here, supports in here. These areas, these little like, I guess you could say brackets, these are solid in terms of there's no actual hole there. So I'm debating on maybe breaking out a pen vise or something and just drilling through that solidity just so it looks a little bit better. I don't know. There was a little bit of support material in there. Most of it was around here and in here is where you got a good majority of it. But once that got cleaned up, it went pretty fast. You'll always probably find support material whenever you're done, like later, like once you've primed it. And it's usually a couple little things. Now the arms were kind of the worst. It's hard to see it, but in the areas inside, like where the arm connects to the shoulder, there was tons of support material. And there was a little bit in the fingers and some in the shields, but most of it cleaned up pretty okay. Like it wasn't hard. This one is where the gun underslings. And then of course you have your shoulder mounted weapon here. The top area is where the top gun mounts. Once we get into the pieces, I'll start showing this. The axe, there was supports here, a lot of it like in here and along this section here. And the little power pack thing here had a lot of supports. And then the arms. But I mean, a lot of it was to be expected, and it was super easy to clean up. The only things that were problems were like the interconnectivity area between the arm and the shoulder. That's where you saw a good bit of your issues. In terms of just crazy supports that were a massive pain in the ass to get at. As for the weapons, now remember I've opened 2 of these and I've cleaned 2 of these up. One of them, the cannon, one of the supports here had actually broken off, but super easy fix. The little C section here goes on the bar. And there was also a lot of supports on this bar, underneath this bar, that I didn't see the first time. Like I did about 3 passes of this thing. But that connects super simple, very easy. I'm probably going to leave it disconnected for painting to make the paint job go a lot easier and then glue it. Like this whole guy, I'm pretty sure I'm going to sub-assemble. Then we have the different axe heads. Funnily enough, none of these actually had anything that needed to be cleaned up. They were perfect. And I made sure all my magnet polarity and everything is good. I'm probably going to use these as guides for the other magnet polarity to make sure that they're 100% interchangeable so that I don't have to worry about grabbing this head to go with this big guy and mess it up. The freezers came out pretty good. They actually push fit without needing the magnets pretty well. The cannons, on the other hand, are a little loose, which is fine. Like they kind of just slot and then the magnet will pull them in. But beyond that, they're pretty good too. But these freezers, the freeze cannons, they don't care, man. Like they need to be shoved to get them in there. Like they're good, nice and tight, even without the magnets. And their polarity is the same as well, so that you don't need to know left or right. It's just a good idea to make sure that stuff is as interchangeable as possible. And we have the 2 underslung weapons that kind of do the same thing. This one fits perfect, followed by this one. Yeah, I kind of like the double barrel, and I'll probably use that. Like if I ever field these things, I'm probably going to go max points just because I think it's fun. Make this thing a range powerhouse. Now, on the other one, which I'm not going to bust out because it's harder to get to, this arm here had a major printing error right about here. And one of the freezers, the little freezy bit, ice snapped off. And the printing error is, I don't know if I'm going to turn it in. Like I might ask for a replacement. I'm pretty sure I'm going to, but it is what it is. Like I've had a little bit of issues with Privateer Press lately. I'm going to grab the microphone and take it with me while I go pick up something else from another room. So I am not going to be by this thing. So I bought the 2 Mastodons, and then I also bought 2 Dusk Cadres when they went on closer to pre-order because I wanted the Mage Hunter Commander. And Privateer Press's customer service is amazing. So first off, let me state that their customer service took care of all the problems and went above and beyond for the situation that I went through. But these were 2 of the misprints I got. This is one of the 3-man sniper team. You can't really tell without seeing an original, and actually I might go get the original. But his leg is totally messed up in terms of printing. And then with this is the spotter for the sniper. His sword just did not print at all. So I put in a request for that, and they got me 2 new ones very quickly. And you can't really be mad about that. Like, if they have a problem, they will strive to fix that problem, which is great. You know, like, you can't be upset that, hey, they messed this up, but then they fixed it. But then at the same time, it's like part of you's like, well, why did they mess it up in the first place? You know, I shouldn't have to go through that type of problem, and fair enough. So here, I had to go back to get the replacement ones just so you could see the difference. Here is the spotter. You see the sword's a lot more solid. And then here's the sniper, and you can tell the detail on his leg is like a lot better. So out of the 4 products I bought, 3 of them have had issues. And I mean, they fixed them, two of the 3, and I haven't put in the request for the other one just yet. But that's because as of right now, to date this video, the website's down for maintenance and won't be back up till Monday. So Tuesday, I'll put in the request for the other arm. I might as well pull it out while I'm thinking about it. Tuesday, I'll put in the request for the other arm, and I'm sure they'll replace it. Like, they haven't let me down yet. They've been amazing about everything that they've done. I'm 100% sure that they'll replace it. But, yeah. Here's the other arm. Let me set up the mic first. Here's the other arm. And if you can't really tell right here, let me get the other one for comparison. This one, perfectly fine. This one has a nice little hole in it, and it looks scuffed. Part of me was debating on keeping it just for, like, battle damage reasons. Like, maybe that's where a bullet hit it. But at the same time, like, for me to do that, I would probably want to go through and battle damage it more. And I'm not sure I want to do that. I kind of want to paint these guys to look cleanish compared to some of my other stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. So, that's about it. That's all I really have to say about the Mastodon. I love this kit. I can't wait till I get to fully put some time and invest into it. He will probably be the first Colossal I actually do sit down and fully... Magnets, man, they do some funny stuff. He'll probably be the first kit I actually do sit down and really work on in terms of the 120s. Mainly because I just love the way that this guy looks when he's fully assembled and posed properly. And it's not super hard to get there. I just keep stabbing my finger in terms of making it look right. I mean, like, that's just awesome. And I can't wait to get 1 or 2 of these painted up ASAP so that I can get them on the table. As for battle reports themselves, I'm struggling with getting them filmed. The GoPro now has an external battery, which helps with the heating issue. The other thing is with it is that it can only really go for about 90 minutes and then it shuts itself off. And that's with using other troubleshooting techniques like having the back screen turn off after a couple minutes of inactivity and stuff like that. So if the game goes longer than, you know, an hour 30, the camera's going to shut off. So I'm looking into webcam alternatives. We'll see how that goes. But I just wanted to keep you guys all in the loop because I haven't posted in a while. I'm going to probably edit this video up today, Sunday, and get it out probably Wednesday. Or I might do Friday just to give myself some buffer time. I'm not going to be filming the Dust Cadre because it's already deep in the annals of being constructed. I might try to paint something up today and then maybe set that up for another video. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you like the Mastodon review. I highly recommend it if you're a Khador player. It might not be like the best meta thing, but as a model, this boy is awesome. I love this guy. He's big, he's chunky, he's heavy mech. It's like if the Victor got a Mark IV update. It's basically what people are saying. And I agree, but I'm also not in a bad way. Like, I love the fact that that was it. Oh yeah, and then the 2 heads. Also, one other thing, part of the review. None of these really had a lot of cleanup. All the little bits, the heads and everything, perfectly fine. None of them had tons of support issues. They were super simple to clean up, if anything at all. Like this little cannon bit, no cleanup at all. This thing had like 2 pieces. The heads maybe had like a couple pieces here or there. And I dropped it. And then I hit my camera. Batting 4 for 4 today, folks. Anyways, I think I'm going to end it there before I literally kill myself. By like tripping over my own feet and slamming my head into the desk or something. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.